Veery takes a moment to look around, and you guys, if you look around as well, you see this. Well, I guess the first thing that would strike a lot of you is the snow. Waterdeep is rather temperate, and yeah, this village is much more mountainous, and yeah, there's snow on top of some of the houses and in patches around uh the greens and stuff.
If Ren's barely left Waterdeep, has Ren seen snow before?
I mean, that's up to you.
I think it's funnier if he has no idea what the fuck is going on.
You probably know what snow is.
Yeah, he knows of it, but like, yeah.
It's raining cocaine.
Bliss leaf, I think you mean.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
D version of cocaine is.
Sure. We're not getting into that today. Anyway, the town is very quaint, I suppose. The buildings are made of stone and a dark wood, set up in a rather uniform. Each one set up in a rather uniform structure. There's a stockade around the town, like a wall made of logs for a basic modicum of defense for this town, and the people seem to be rather rough around the edges, large, hardy folk. You see, your standard mixture of fantasy races: humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, etc., orcs. And yeah, they all seem to be, shaped by the relatively harsh climate of this area. Aside from this, it's a small town, probably 200 people.
Where do we end up exactly? Like, when we're getting out of this portal, where exactly are we? Sorry, in the town.
You would assume this is the town square, I suppose. That's the place where they would have their magic circle. You do notice that this is a rather odd place to have a magic circle. It's a very small town for having something like that.
Anybody see us arrive? How open is this magic circle?
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the town square. You get like everybody looks when they see you arrive, but nobody like gives you a second look or anything.
There goes this town square
maybe,
again. Magic
maybe,
circles activating everywhere.
George, make an insight check. I suppose the rest of you can as well.
16.
Okay, George. As you look around, you get the sense that like when they look at you guys, they recognize Veery, and then they're like, okay, all as usual.
So, Veery, what is this place?
I got a 22.
Hell yeah.
Agon, you pretty much realize the same thing.
I've never had a good insight check. And it's so on brand for Ren, so it's perfect.
Yep. A small town picked for its proximity to Waterdeep. We're just out of range of scrying spells. This is where we have time to, use lead-lined boxes to take our contraband back to Waterdeep.
Why aren't the people freaked out? Not every day you see magic people arrive, right?
There is. This town was originally made and is still protected by the Sage of the Pines, who lives just outside of town. He uses the magic circle rather frequently. I used to be an apprentice of his, and the people here know me still.
So does that mean you have a supplier for lead-lined boxes here?
And the supplier is not here, but I have the boxes here. I've been planning this for a very long time.
You've been planning it.
Before all that, can we find like an inn to rest?
What, did you catch
yeah,
him
there
with the guard? Ren says mockingly, despite being equally as fucking.
there would be
He costs
something
blood
like
and
that
he
here.
does it.
Yeah. Not too far from the town square. You notice a rather rough-looking pub/tavern called the Staked Slaughterfish, and it shows like, hold on, actually, Slaughterfish is the Elder Scrolls version. I'm gonna real quick refresh my memory.
Some mud crab. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're in a snowy town. We're in Skyrim.
Okay,
No.
no.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, it would be called the Cooked Quipper. Sorry, it's the same thing. Tiny carnivorous fish. Think like fantasy piranhas, but I did the Elder Scrolls version instead of Faerun's version. Okay, the Cooked Quipper, and it shows like a long fish with exaggerated teeth. I guess those of you with high nature, you can decide. This doesn't really matter, but you would realize that a real quipper would not have such prominent teeth. Like the artwork on the sign seems to have exaggerated that particular feature. Anyway, it's being like on the sign. There's this painting of a quipper on a spit over a fire with like a dwarf turning it around.
Sure. Okay.
Can we use our magic sensei thing to figure out the magic people?
What?
What?
We figured that out, right? Or we can track the magic people.
Oh.
Oh.
Please
Not
tell me
now,
this
George.
is in character.
I want to track some magic people.
I thought this was Woozy asking the DM. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Uzi and George are just one and the same now.
The voices are similar.
I mean, just slightly more posh for Ren.
Yes.
He just speaks a bit more like this. That's all I do.
I want to track them. I want to track them down.
Yes, no, that's not. Give it time, George.
I want to do it now.
I am exhausted.
So am I. I still want to do it. What's the worst that can happen?
It's not even it'll take time to attune to it.
You opened the gate to the hell. You can do it.
I
It's
did
that
not.
hard.
That's not even
Yes,
close to
you
what
did.
happened. It wasn't even to hell.
Felt like it to me.
No, it was. This is like the 5th time Ren has tried to explain to George what happened. He
George
goes
will
into
never
it again.
process it.
Jerry is watching this with amusement and then is like, you'll have to tell me about your adventure to hell sometime. Maybe tonight over a hot meal and a cup of mead. It's to die for. Anyway, there's some last minute preparations I need to see to. Feel free to set your accommodations. We leave at first light, of course. There's one other thing. If I were you, I would head east outside of town, and you should eventually come upon. She gives you the instructions on how to find the cabin that the Sage of the Pines lives in case you want to talk to him.
The Sage of the Pines?
This is his town.
He always has interesting bargains on offer, you might say.
All right.
I don't have much money.
This might be. Can Ren insight check other business to attend to?
Go for
See
it.
what she means
Yeah.
by that.
Well,
God, fucking damn it.
very what do you mean by the deals? Just
You have
outstanding.
absolutely no idea. Maybe if you just ask.
yeah, yeah. Run off with a nat one. I guess we'll have to ask. What other business will you be attending to while we sort our ends out?
Inspect the wagon one last time. Make sure we haven't been followed, etc.
All right.
I mean, should we seal off the teleporty circle? Is that even possible?
Well, it
Guess
is possible, but
Britain's-
I think that shutting this particular magic circle,
that
it's
attracts
likely
attention.
that the Blackstaff is trying to find us, and she's looking for towns like this one that are at the periphery of traditional scrying ranges. It's likely that deactivating this magic circle would make our position more obvious than it
Ah.
already.
So she's looking for anomalies, and that would just
Would
be
alert
kind of
them.
shout that we're here. All right, I get your point.
Once we're on the road again, we should remove our disguises as well.
An excellent idea. Is George still disguised as the blonde wizard lady? I can't remember.
Well, last I knew, I thought it was the Blackstaff.
I think he was the Blackstaff.
No, she.
No, I think you did that for a
took the
second, then
form of
changed
the
back.
Blackstaff, and she asked you to not
Oh,
do
that's
that.
right. She did ask me
Yeah.
not to do that. Okay.
Because she needed to be Blackstaff to open the vault.
Yeah.
I think you went back to Wizard Woman.
I'm just gonna look at a random person and turn into them.
No, that's...
That won't cause any problems.
I'm sure.
You need like a heated fucking.
You
Turns out you
like-
like a guy that's been like cheating on his wife. It's like
what kind of like race do you think you are?
Oh, I'll pick
Or,
an
like,
orc.
Okay, cool. Or man or woman or non-binary, I guess.
Do a man.
Cool.
great.
Hold on, I need to roll something now.
Your orc wife and kids walk up and ask you to go home with them. But now has to live the life of this man until he gets an opportunity to escape.
I'm done with you lot.
Oh no.
that's good.
All right, cool. All right, and with that, Viri heads off towards. I guess like she walks out towards the exit of the stockade. What do you guys want to do?
I think we need to sleep. I think that's important.
Well, we leave at
It's
dawn. Time's
probably
now.
about like 3 o'clock right now.
Yeah. Perhaps we should take Ray's advice. Go see that sage. Use up some of the time before that.
What if he's
We could
what if
see
he's
the
an angry
sage.
sage?
We'll die. That's fine.
Just don't disrespect his pines.
I'm just saying, we don't have the best luck when it comes to magic people.
No, you don't have the best luck when it comes to magic people.
I seem to remember a particular sewer mage that wasn't fond of you, but seemed to like me.
Oh, you mean? Find it.
Deep cut.
I don't know where it is in my notes, George.
You guys fought the Otiig, and then they're
Ritia works for the academy.
Yeah, I think I made a pretty good impression on that, and you were both very mean.
You punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, I did do that.
You almost actually, and almost killed me.
I would have done that even if I wasn't mind altered. You were being rude.
Just, you know what? Yes. All right. I say we take your advice. We should go see the sage, I suppose. Maybe they'll have healing. That'll keep us going for a bit.
Alright, if you think we won't die, I suppose I'll tag along.
We'll either have to we sleep now and then go there in the middle of the night.
We didn't ask him, we didn't ask Barry if he was a night owl or not. Perhaps that would have been a good
I'm sure
question.
it's fine.
What are his working hours? Is Barry still around? I'm gonna trace her down.
Rena started walking east.
George, if Viri is like 60 feet away, if you run, you can catch her.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch her.
Brent after her.
Now, what are the
Hello?
sages? What are his working hours? Is he up late at night?
And he needs to. He doesn't keep a particularly strict schedule.
All right then. Off you
Just well, since I have your permission, I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, I'll run back.
Red activated boots of speed. You can't catch up. no, he doesn't.
Your boots of speed will run out. I will dash forever. I will catch up eventually. It's a tortoise and a hare situation.
It is true.
I've got 2 potions of speed. Try me.
Oh no!
Oh yeah? How fast is an elephant?
No, just sees we waste on new shit so like immediately. Fucking fuck around.
Ren casts slow on George and then starts
I look behind me, see a fucking elephant charging after me.
Oh man.
Fine, I'll just fucking
Great.
cast.
Sorry,
Rail.
George, you can't use that for a week.
I'll just get another one. I'll just get 7. And it's a daily.
I'm sure you will. They're like 20,000 gold or something.
I think elephants are 200 gold, so we can always buy.
No, an elephant is. The particular elephant figurine that George has is much more expensive.
Yeah, but what if we just buy 7 elephants?
If you want to do that, like for a city-based campaign, it's gonna be a little bit complicated.
And also, we pissed off the
We'll
people
just
that actually
roll
sell
on in
wild
like
the animals.
Ali.
All right, so you make your way. It's not very far outside of town. Only about like 5 minutes walk, and yeah, you eventually come to this like peak. It's rather steep. You half walk, half climb, and there's a little cabin at the top of it. And yeah, there's like this picturesque log cabin, and this old man with white hair appears to be like splitting wood. He's wearing a blindfold, but still he seems to like see you approaching, and he turns and says, "Huh, it's not often I get visitors. What can I do for you?"
Push George forward, because I think Red will find it funny for him to navigate this situation.
A crow flies and lands near the sage and fixes its beady eyes on you guys.
Why do you have a crow? We don't like crows anymore. They
Oh,
used
I'm
to
sorry. Would
spy
you
on
like it
us.
to take a different form?
Yes, if you don't mind.
He looks at the crow for a second, and it morphs into a rat.
Alright, that's better. We heard you had deals from Viri.
Very. Is she in the area?
Yes. She's tending to, the precautions or the preparations to leave. She'll be leaving in the first light. At
What
least that's
manner
what
of
she said she was doing.
Oh, the Fury. She's always in trouble, isn't she? Anyway. So, it's deals you want.
Actually,
Well.
one question before that. The Viri you know, can you describe her for me? Just visually?
He describes the dark-haired elven woman that you have come to recognize.
Okay, so it is similar. I've met many
Yes.
Viris, and it's just... I'm a little curious, and then... Alright, so that lines up. But yes, the deals.
Well, I don't know if Vera informed you of the nature of my particular business.
No, she didn't mention
I
it.
can
She
make
thought it'd be
you
funny.
I can make you a great deal stronger, but the price may be great.
This
Come
boy
in.
could bulk up a bit, and I push Ren forward.
How,
I like the idea. Get some meat on your
how
bones.
great of a
Absolutely
price.
not.
He opens the door to his cabin and walks in.
Come on. At least here
The
he's
the
got a
rat
How
chin.
great,
the rat scurries after him.
how great of a price are we talking about?
God, he's in the building. You need to go.
How big of a
Following him.
price?
God, he left.
All in good time. I like to preserve an air of theatricality, if you like. Put up with the eccentrics of an old man.
I
That's
hate the
definitely
drop.
your type,
It's
Ren.
such a type. Yeah, just... Ren in a fucking nutshell. Ren will walk in after him.
Yeah, we came all this way, battered and bruised. We gotta hear him out.
The inside of the cabin is small, sparse. There's a fireplace with two logs that seem to be like smoking as though a fire was there recently, but there's no flame anymore, just a couple embers. There's a cot in the corner. There's a table with one chair and plate and fork on it, and he slides those off and like slides them across the floor to the far side of the room, and then takes the seat at the table. She's like, so I may be a dealer in epic boons. The type of power that distinguishes the mundane adventurer from the truly spectacular. He
Please tell me more.
produces 6 rings and lays them out on the table. The first one, a gold ring with an emerald set into it. He says, should you take this gift, you shall be skilled in whatever task you should set your hand to. Mechanically, this one is the boon of skill. It will give you proficiency in all skills.
Jesus Christ.
Next to it is a plain brass ring. He says, this is the boon of combat prowess. Should you choose this gift, you will find that your strikes and your weapons always find their mark. The boon of combat prowess allows you to, once per turn, when you miss an attack roll, you can hit with it instead.
Once per turn.
Yes.
Damn.
Once per turn, you turn a miss into an automatic hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
With an
pretty
attack.
strong.
Was
Next to it, there's a silver ring set with myriad tiny sapphires. And he says, this act is one of travel. Space and time will fold before you. Immediately after you take the attack or magic action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Here's the Boon of Fate. It's a platinum ring with an onyx stone set into it. He says, should you take this pact, I will, you will have limited control over the fabric of the multiverse, able to influence the outcomes of certain actions towards ones more favorable for you. The Boon of Fate allows you to, when a creature within 60 feet of you succeeds on or fails a d20 test, you can roll 2d4 and apply the total rolled as a bonus or penalty to the d20 roll. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest. Next to it, there's a silver ring with no stone set into it, but there's several runes carved into it. He says, here's the boon of... No, this one, should you take this bargain, you shall be able to run like the wind without tiring. As a bonus action, you can take the disengage action, which automatically ends the grappled condition on you, and your base movement speed increases by 30 feet. Last but certainly not least, he points to a platinum ring inset with a diamond. The gift of true sight. Your eyes shall be changed, and illusions shall no longer deceive you. You shall be able to see spirit and flesh at the same time. Should you take this gift, you gain the boon of true sight, which basically says you have true sight with a range of 60 feet.
And what's the cost?
yeah, the payment.
I'm glad you've asked. As you see, he gestures at the Spartan furnishings of his room. I am not one who needs material wealth. Instead, I would like a piece of whatever great things you're able to accomplish with this gift that I give you. In short, I want a piece of your soul.
Well, again, what's Soul have to say about that?
Just
Soul is
split my soul so
Soul
many
says,
times.
you can't take this deal. I won't let you. I don't want to have to take control, but I will if you force my hand.
It's only
And
a piece of
the
Soul.
It'd be like
smiles.
Lord Voldemort. Just
The
split
sage
my
smiles
soul.
in your direction and says, your passenger raises some valid concerns, but you needn't fret. I can still tell the two of you apart. Although, you may want to do something about that, because it won't be too much longer.
What?
So this
Yeah,
guy's pretty mage-like. He's pretty impressive.
is there any way you can help me with this? Like transference to another body or convergence?
Do you have another body prepared?
I don't at the moment.
Where's your dragon friend?
dragon is Chimo. He already has a consciousness.
Put
it'd be
soul in
funny.
Shima's body. Well,
It would be funny.
if you ever need my help, you know where I'll be. I don't travel too much, not anymore.
How often do you go to the town? You know the people there?
Somewhat.
What's my name?
You're speaking to one of them.
He looks at you and says, I don't know them by name. I don't go in. It's not very often. Nobody really has patience for the trade I practice anymore.
Can I double check what True Sight does? Quickly.
Sure, give me 1 second. You would have heard of it because it's like
Yeah. It's
a
magic.
We
feared
have a
ability
fleet
that a lot of essentially it automatically pierces through illusions, invisibility, magical darkness, and shape changing effects, while also revealing the ethereal plane within its range.
And was it 60 feet, the ring?
Yes. 60.
Can we test out these rings before making a decision?
You asking if there's a trial period on selling your soul?
Yes.
It's 7-day trial.
I don't think that's.
A
I don't think that
7-day
deal with the
trial,
devil
and then
works.
you gotta pay a membership.
Just want to make
The
sure. it
rings
works.
are not a magic in and of themselves. They're more symbolic than anything else.
So you're saying I wouldn't have to attune to them? Because that'd be great if I didn't.
Precisely.
Can I get a list on
Fantastic.
the Discord about the options?
Okay, 1 second.
Automatically being able to see through illusions and invisibility and stuff is fun.
If you want a terrible rundown, there's what I put down. It is not
Boon of
precise.
Run.
I didn't get the boon.
So, just as some points of clarification, the boon of skill is just a passive. The boon of combat prowess is once per turn. The boon of teleport is once per turn. The boon of fate is once per initiative, essentially. The boon of run is the disengage as a bonus action is a active once per turn, I suppose, because you only have one bonus action. But the increased speed is a passive. That's just what your new movement speed is.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
And the boon of true sight is a passive.
I just look at the wizard and say, like, whatever you do, do not give the boon of speed to this man. And I
Oh, it'd be so funny though. Just make Ren the fastest motherfucker alive.
Is it possible to gain more than one?
So here's the thing. Each one of these will cost half of your soul. If you gain more than one, then you probably die.
You could probably get 3.
I like probably. That's not definitely. There's a chance I pat a gun on the shoulder.
Mechanically, if you don't die, the DM takes control of your character and you make a new one.
The gun's got 2 souls in him, though, so that's twice the amount. So he can get at least 3, right?
Maybe.
So what actually happens to the other half of the soul?
The part you still possess.
Both actually.
Well, as you know,
Yes.
your soul has a certain amount of power to it. Basically, there's a lot of factors involved, but the power is related to the power of the person who owns the soul, how in some cases how religious they are, in some cases how many they're able to kill. There's a lot of different ways souls are used and a lot of different ways to measure one's power. My part, well, I'll be honest. If someone dies and owes fractions of their soul to various causes, it's a headache for everyone involved. That's only happened to me once, and it wouldn't be within my interest to allow it to happen. If I'll be upfront with you, I want the other half at some point. And I don't doubt that someone fighting the battles you are will eventually need some help.
What would happen if you were to die?
Is that a threat?
I was just gonna say.
No,
That sounds.
I'm
Slowly
just
reaching for his scimitar.
no, I'm just saying if something happened and you were no longer around to
Still sounds like a
to,
threat.
You needn't worry about
Someone
that.
made you disappear.
You needn't worry about that possibility.
I hate asking these questions because it always makes me sound like an evil fucking asshole.
It's
That you would
perfectly
sleep with
reasonable
the
to wonder.
cushions.
But asking it may not be prudent exactly.
Because any reasonable person in this situation is
Now-
thinking, they're trying to think of ways outside of the deal.
Now,
So-
often when you owe a fraction of your soul to another being, now I'm sure you'll be able to adjust, but there may be some weakness or sluggishness associated with it. You might, say, lose some of your maximum hit points in return
Oh,
for this
what?
power.
Sorry.
When you say a particular selling half of the soul to a particular being, which being are we speaking of in this situation?
Me.
Ah, that's not what I mean, my good sir.
Ooh, fun.
Excuse me.
I think he's asking who
I
do you
don't
serve?
think you're a wrinkly old blind man as you portray yourself. So what are you really?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
We could always take the boon of true sight and see his true form.
I'll be honest, that's why I was asking about a trial period. I was going to do that.
I've just been spending the whole time seeing if Ren would accept this offer for something. That's what I've been struggling with.
What I'm struggling with is
17.
Ooh, not bad.
like I would want like maybe one or two of these, but you directly talk to me saying like, no, I don't want you to have this.
No, you can't. If Agon would do this, just Agon will probably stay as an NPC, but owing his entire soul to this being will mess up some things to the point where I'll essentially have control of your character.
It's less about me wanting the power and if Ren would want the power to be like it could have been anything offered. I'm just seeing if he would fucking carve himself up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
17 persuasion.
17. He says, well, suffice to say that I made a bargain not unlike this a long time ago, and now I deliver souls to my master in exchange for my own. That's really all I'm at liberty to say.
Can I do some form of? I suppose it'd be a culture check, but you can tell me. To look at stuff for like deals and stuff with gods, devils, whatever. See if I can try
Okay.
ascertain what it could be. I don't know what check it
That's
would be.
definitely possible. Yeah, culture.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to do the same.
Okay, go for it.
Ren's having a
God
rough day.
That's great.
damn it!
That's wonderful.
Oh my
Thank you, Ren.
god!
What is culture, history, and religion?
I was like,
Religion, yeah.
you know what? For once, I'm gonna play to my strength and try pick a skill that I'm good at. Culture, I'm pretty good at that.
Ooh.
God.
Fail me now.
Uh,
It has failed. you.
That's not great.
So
That's-
yeah, there's a couple stories. There's like a ballad of a famous minstrel who uh, played a violin against the devil for as part of a famous wager, but you don't know much lore that would be incredibly helpful here. Everything is either highly stylized or speculative.
yeah. Damn it. Curse my rolls.
Sorry. Do you have inspiration? I mean,
No.
okay.
Oh, actually, I do have inspiration. Thank you.
Ooh.
You want to use it for this?
Yes. Because I want to figure out who this fucker is serving.
Oh, is that your goal?
Yes.
14. I'll say that especially with your particular experience, there's nothing conclusive here, but it does sound like the standard made to deal with a devil type situation.
Does your
No.
guy hate the academy too?
Are you asking this to him?
Yes.
He hasn't mentioned it.
He.
The academy. Huh? You do have powerful enemies indeed.
No, if we-
I got a faulty piece of equipment and died.
If we were to accept this deal, do we also have to start offering deals with other people, like some form of pyramid structure organization? Is that what this
I
is?
suppose if you want out of your contract at some later date, we could reach an agreement where you give souls to me so I can give them to my master so that
Do we get a cut of the sauce?
you would have to demonstrate your ability to do so. I'm not willing to accept offers of that sort at the present.
Well, I don't like making deals with shady businessmen. So unless you're ready to offer some information about your master, then I suppose you're not getting your soul back.
There will be others.
Worth a try. Well, you say that, and yet most of the village seems to cast you out. I guess
I
most
get
of the
the boon.
population do as well. You sure
I
you
live
want
here
to
If I
because
get-
I enjoy the quiet, and besides, there's nobody down there who has a soul worth my taking. What would I even do with one like that?
What would you do with a soul like a Rendrus? He doesn't say that.
If I get the
He almost
boon
does.
of skills, then a lot of my stuff becomes like a solid +5 or +4.
Yeah.
See, I'd never take a Buddha skill because I think it's funny to be bad at stuff.
Actually,
I love
it would be much worse for a Rendril because you already have Jack of all trades, and
Yeah, I'd
being
barely get a
proficient in
boost.
everything would make Jack of all trades worthless.
Hmm.
So it would be better, but it wouldn't be as much better as, say, Boon of Speed.
So I'm more interested in like well, I'm actually interested in 4 of them. I'm interested in a combat prowess, teleport, the run, and true sight.
You know what I'm
Anything you'd like
curious
to know
about?
about?
Why is Viri sending us to this gentleman? It's just more suspicions on Viri now.
She said she used to be his apprentice.
Who are we talking about here?
Theory, the wizard who's been helping us, the one that's been working
No,
with.
no. Your master.
Sorry.
I've told you I'm not at liberty to say.
Even for 5 gold coins.
I'm literally unable to say.
What about 2 copper coins?
Yeah. Every man's got a price. I like to weigh my gold pouch.
No, literally, it's part of the pact we made. I'm unable to mention his name.
What about the king's name? You know, it's him on the coins. What about his name?
You can't say the name. I assume that means you can't write the name, you can't infer the name, you can't be mind read through the name. There's always things like that.
Yes, and suffice to say, yes to all of those.
But you could tell us some information about him. Skirt the lines.
But why would I want to?
I was just gonna say, why would he want to? We're just 3 guys.
Depends how much of a how much he wants a soul, or half of one, and eventually a full one.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I think it'd be
He
funny if
nods.
Zergon gave him half a whole soul, but other than that, I'm not. My mom always said, "I'll always love you, but if you sell your soul to a demon, I'll tie your hide."
I give him half of my soul and then half of soul.
Well, let's not be so hasty.
Why not
George.
give him
Would you
all
be
of
selling
Soul's
it to
soul?
a
You rid of
demon?
that problem.
I asked the guy if George would be selling his soul to a demon.
Demons don't make deals. That's
All right,
Demons
fiend,
don't-
devil, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the in-universe thing is. You know what I mean?
I think this is
Whatever
just a
Red
guy
Hood
that
know is-
wanted power, and he's trying to skirt around the deal in his older age.
I'm not skirting around it. This is part of a new deal we've made. If I'm able to deliver him a certain amount of souls, then I'll be free.
That is skirting around the original deal, though. That is the definition of skirting around. Even
skirting
if it's a new
around
deal.
with my patron's permission.
I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong, or it's just that
Good.
it is what it is.
How many souls you up to?
He just narrows his eyes at you. Actually, sorry, no, he's wearing a blindfold. He just you
I
see
see
his forehead
crowds.
wrinkle.
Yeah.
See his
Yeah.
forehead wrinkle in a way that like you think he's frowning.
Can I do a math check on how much souls it would take to repay the selling of a soul for a boon?
No.
What? What were you even asking? What do you mean?
Well, he sold a part of his soul for power in the past, I'm assuming. I want to know how many souls it would take to
Make an
make
Arcana
the
check.
proper. Oh, that's not the right page. Okay. Ah, Arcana, my favorite. I don't think I know.
Yeah, you unsurprisingly you have no idea exactly what a soul is worth and how to do that arithmetic.
Okay.
I'll ask the merchants when I get back.
So the things I'm looking at the most, because I can live without the other ones, is I'm looking at the most with the boon of teleport and the boon of true sight.
All right.
Because the boon of running is just speed. I can get there eventually, and it doesn't really bother me that much unless you just absolutely hammer in the encounters where we have to chase down people. But with the boon of teleport, if I have an opportunity to attack something or make a magic action, I can just teleport to a place within 30 feet.
Yep.
And with True Sight, I can just. It wouldn't be as fun to just poke everything with the Dragon Lance, but I would know. I would know shit. I would know shapeshifters and illusions and crap.
It's true, yeah, and that's always on. Now, I feel like I should be more clear about the cost because I'm trying to be forthright about this. Without part of your soul, you're going to lose part of your maximum hit points, and half of your soul means close to half of your hit points.
No biggie.
Doesn't sound fun.
Yes, these are
Soul
very
doesn't even
powerful.
use his hit points.
Normally, these would be like available to 19th level characters. Just to put it into perspective,
Yeah, I saw
it
that.
would only be right for me to make a heavy cost for them.
Well, if it's exactly half, that would put me at like 34 hit points maximum.
It's a little bit less than half because essentially you're losing 4 levels worth of hit points, and your first level is a little bit more than all the others. So you would just lose 6 plus your Constitution modifier times 4.
Hmm. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
By the way, I didn't quite catch your names.
I didn't catch my name
A god.
either. I just picked this form at random.
Ren just stares at him.
It's a gon.
Good to meet you.
No, please. You think this guy can't see through what I'm doing?
Hmm.
I'm not telling you my name, though. That's crazy. You might already know it, but I'm not doing it willingly.
I'm not a fake creature, don't worry.
Alright, we're narrowing it down piece by piece, boys.
Well, have you two made up your minds?
He made his mind up ages ago, but he's not saying anything. He's letting it go and go.
Well, what if your decision affects my decision?
Well, Ren didn't say
Yes,
that out
it would
loud,
be
so
rather,
you would know that.
it would be rather inefficient if you both took the same one.
Ren's letting you go first.
I'm just trying to think. How many times have I encountered a thing that I can't get to versus how many times have I encountered illusions and shapeshifting?
Flashback
It
to the
depends if
wedding where you spend the entire fight chasing down a guy that got away.
it depends if you want to think about what you want mechanically or what you want in character, because they're different choices.
So just as a clarification for the math of like boon of speed versus boon of space. If essentially the boon of speed like makes your base movement speed higher. So if you dash, then that's 120
Yeah.
feet. Whereas so essentially you can run 120 feet per round. And the Boon of Space, you could only run 60 because you either dash or use the teleport.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just as a note on how I rule double dashing mechanics. Anyway, sorry.
I'm thinking the Boon of Speed. Just because it's like it's flat, and if I as a bonus action, I don't have many bonus actions other than when I'm commanding Chimo. I can just disengage whenever I want, and I can go to wherever I want. Yeah, I'm gonna which one's which one's the Ring of Speed?
Boot of Run.
The
Yeah, Boon of Run.
the Boon of
Which
Speed
one's the Boon of Run ring?
is a silver ring with runes etched into it.
I pick it up and look at it.
Ah, so one has caught your eye. I do warn you,
Several,
if you
but
slide that ring onto your finger, the pact will be complete, since you've been informed of the consequences.
several have, but cost is a little bit too great for all of them.
Yes.
Not meaning to be insensitive, but is your soul even worth a normal soul? You've already died once.
That's for me to judge its worth.
I'm just
Master.
telling you, maybe you won't know. Maybe you'd get screwed out of the deal. I'm letting you know up front.
I'm gonna put the ring on.
All right.
Shit.
What is Agon's constitution modifier?
+2.
Make 70 constitution
All
saving
right.
throws.
No. Well, a lot of changes to you happen at once. First of all, one of your ability scores increases by 1 to a maximum of 30. You may choose
Yeah,
which one.
I'm trying to figure out which one that is because I have an uneven one in Dex, but I really want my intelligence to go up.
Oh, wait. Furthermore, you lose 32 maximum hit points.
Hold on, my screen slightly froze.
That's fine.
So, do exit this and go to my hit points, override it.
Now this doesn't kill you. It just decreases your hit point maximum.
We fucking
Um,
died.
Decreases his current hit points by the same amount, and he just passes out.
Override max HP. What would that be? 36? 68
What's your
minus
current hit
32?
points? 68?
Yeah, and you said 32?
Yeah. That would be 36.
And we can't
36.
force Soul to take the negatives and just take all the positives, right?
You don't seem to be able to bargain with somebody else's soul.
Unfortunate. But it's our soul.
Soul may beg to differ. So one of your ability scores increases by 1 to a maximum of 30. You may take the disengage action as a bonus action, and when you do this, it ends the grappled condition on you. And your base movement speed increases by 30 feet. You slide it on your finger, and suddenly there's an orange light, and the old man says, "Consumatum est."
Can I
Would Ren
understand what
recognize
he's
that?
saying?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check. It essentially means it's done.
Would I know the language?
Why
Latin.
isn't it rolling?
You didn't do an
Oh,
exclamation.
right, no exclamation mark. Okay.
It's Latin, which is a language used for no, Proto-Elvish. It's the language that most spells are cast in.
Oh, interesting.
I need to figure out all my feats.
You got 2 of them.
Not those kinds of feats.
Ah.
Uh, Strength, Constitution.
So now that that's finished, he claps his hands together. Master Elf, did you want to make a deal?
Odds no.
Good choice.
Respectable.
I'll pass.
I would have told Gwendolyn if you did.
Don't say a name in front of this person.
All
What
right,
the
yeah.
fuck's wrong with you? It's just, yeah. Gon, how are
Very
you feeling? Are you okay?
gone. You feel slightly weak and disoriented in a way you can't quite describe,
Hmm.
but also very, very fast.
You
So
look slightly disoriented.
I have a mechanical question that I probably can't do. I have one of my feats to up my dexterity by 1. Can I change it from dexterity to strength? And just put 1 in strength?
As I understand it, your strength is already at a 20, correct?
Yes.
Normally, you're not able to increase your strength past 20.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
certain abilities that allow you to do it. This is one of them, but your
I
feat
forgot.
would not be one of them.
I forgot. I keep forgetting things.
That's
Why? Why am I stupid? I am
All right, so
I am doing the dumb.
how much weight can a gon carry?
You want me to make up? You want to make me look up encumbrance rules?
I want to know if he can
I
give Ren a
believe it's
piggyback ride at the speed he can run then.
I believe it's automatically applied for me.
Okay. Your carrying capacity is 15 times your strength score.
So 300.
I think
Oh wait,
you.
no. Your maximum carrying capacity is 15 times. Hold on.
So I'm looking at the encumbrance in the Roll20 sheet, and it says my carrying capacity is 300 pounds, and my push, drag, or lift capacity is 600 pounds.
Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15. This is the weight in pounds that you can carry, which is high enough that most characters don't usually have to worry about it. You can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds equal to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score. While pushing, dragging weight in excess of your carrying capacity, your speed drops to 5 feet. Larger creatures can bear more weight. Tiny creatures can carry less. For each size category above medium, double the creature's carrying capacity and the amount it can drag, push, or lift. Tiny creatures have these weights.
So now I have this burning question in my mind of like, should I even out my dex now, or should I put it into intelligence?
Well, having an odd-numbered intelligence wouldn't help you until you can. I guess it depends if you want to take a feat at level 12 that increases your intelligence by 1. Because
Yeah,
if you're just going to take ability score increase, there's no difference between, increasing your dex now and then increasing your intelligence twice later, versus increasing intelligence by 1 now and making your dex and intelligence increase by 1 later. Except for that, your dexterity will be much higher.
I mean, I'm a fighter, so I get twice as many feats, so at level 10, theoretically, I get my next feat.
Oh yeah,
I could
no,
even out my
sorry,
dex.
that would be a rogue, unless I'm mistaken. Fighters get extra feats at levels 6 and 14.
Hold on. Classes. Oh, yeah. I just get a subclass feature at level 10. Yeah, I guess I'll just even out dexterity.
All right.
It helps me now.
Yes.
And an initiative.
You know what I'm curious about? Bailey, what would you say about the realization that all of these boons aren't going to matter if you wanted to do mounted combat?
It's an interesting point.
Well, Chimo works differently than a normal mount. I'm going to
Fuck.
say that Gon can do something where like Chimo is holding him by the shoulders, so Chimo can fly, like,
wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Let me change the rig code.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No.
I had a feeling you might be conflicted after that.
Oh man.
I have a sudden existential panic.
It's fine. Devils are famously okay with you changing it up.
Can I?
They agree with the takesy backsies rule. It's fine.
Can I say like Agon played tricks in my mind and I actually picked up the boon of True Sight when I
Roll
thought
a
I picked up
persuasion
the
check
boon of
against
speed.
me.
I like this.
I'm gonna fail. So fucking no. I literally didn't think about that because I never did mounted combat yet.
Because
I know that's
Chimo
been your
works
goal
so
for a while.
differently from because Chimo works so differently from a normal mount, and like for example, Chimo can't end his turn in the air while you're mounted on him. I'm gonna say you can do something where like he's carrying you by the shoulders.
He's carrying me by the shoulders.
Like he's attached to your shoulders and he like can fly you for a little bit and then you can like land.
It's a good persuasion, though.
It's a decent
Hey.
persuasion.
Yes, if you want to pick up the Agon would have probably had this information closer to his mind than Bailey. So yeah, if you want to take a different one instead, that's fine.
Yeah, I wanna switch it out for the true sight, please.
All right.
I don't wanna go through any like weird things. Just
Okay, in
because
this
I
case,
forgot.
when you slide the ring onto your finger, it's the platinum ring with a single diamond set into it. Your eyes burn for a second, and for a second you go entirely blind. And then you look around the cabin and everything has sort of changed. For starters, this part is the most interesting. You realize that like for about 15 feet around you, the cabin you're standing in and this entire part of the mountain is an illusion. The old man sitting in front of you is real enough, but everything else has this like ethereal glow to it, and he's like, and the old man smiles at you and says, "Don't focus too hard on it. If you may accidentally fall through the ground, and that's a long way down."
Accidentally fall through the ground?
What the fuck did he say? God, what is he talking about?
This cabin was created by the illusory terrain spell. It creates a, a section of land that is a little bit less real. Don't worry, it's solid enough, unless you choose to not interact with it. But it's a precaution. If you were malevolent towards me in any way, I would just dispel the illusion and let you all fall to your deaths.
I knew there was a trick. But yeah, we've fallen enough today. Still got the bruises to prove it.
Well, I suggest we be on our way.
Yeah, 2.5 of us have got to go.
Everything else happens the same way. Your hit point maximum decreases, your dexterity increases by 1, etc.
Add select modifier ability score total dexterity base 1. Does it work? Hold on. I'm going through some technical difficulties.
That's fine. The other two of you would notice that Agon's eyes, like, it isn't like glow in the dark or anything, but they seem to like sparkle like a cat, where if you look into them long enough, you're almost sure that if the lights were off, they'd be glowing a light blue color. But if the lights were actually off, they don't actually give off any light. They're just reflective in a different, strange way now.
I would if I was going to pick one, I would have picked True Sight one. I thought it was the most interesting. I just don't think Ren would have. Not for that anyway. Let's just leave.
I mean, it would be a steep cost because it's like a fraction of your max health. Ren would have paid less in hit points, but you would have been very squishy. What's your
Yeah.
maximum hit points right now?
Agana's less than me now. I have 51.
51. So you would have
Okay,
lost
there we go.
5 plus. I'm assuming your Constitution is +1.
It is, I think. Yes, +1.
You would have lost 24 hit points.
Mhm.
So 26 hit points, 13 AC.
Is this a cumulative effect? Like every time you level up, half is taken away? Or just half now and that's that?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Mm.
Don't know if we're gonna get any more level
Spice.
ups. We'll see.
Well, the good news is I can see past shit, and my armor is 20, so hopefully I won't be hit that much. The bad news
Make a
is
dexterity save.
I have
Uh,
I have 36 health rather than 68.
all right.
What did I perceive about the shack again? That it was all an illusion and that I
The
was
entire
Yes.
mountain
fall?
inside is illusion.
You're actually about like 25 feet off the edge of a very sheer cliff. Now, the thing about True Sight is you can see through illusions, but you can also see illusions. Like, you know that they're fake, but
Yeah.
you can still interact with them.
Would be
So-
funny if he took it and then instantly fell to his death.
Got another one, boys. They should
I'm
have
gonna
here all week.
I'm gonna interpret True Sight as I can see illusions, but it's like a light switch. I can turn it on and off.
I mean,
Right?
you can flavor it that way. That's not really normally like a wizard with the True Sight spell would have to cast it to gain this feature, but you just have it on all the time, essentially. I mean, I'll say that you can turn it off, but there's no mechanical benefit for doing so.
Well, what I'm asking is like, do I see both versions of the illusion and not the illusion, or do I just
Yes.
see the non-illusion?
You have
version?
two kinds of sight layered on top of each other.
Because, like, for example, I'd assume you see an orc man standing next to you, but also George underneath.
Yes. That's a perfect example.
Yeah. So would the illusions be like a spectral version?
I mean, you can think of it however you want. Mechanically, this is what you get. How your new sight makes sense to your mind is up to you.
I don't know. The whole I just kind of like it because like there's a bunch of like anime or whatever where they have like special eye things or whatever. Like
What do you
they
see with
gain
your
they
special
gain
eye?
a new they gain a new eye or whatever, and they can see like 3 seconds into the 3 to 5 seconds into the future or whatever, and it's super disorienting for like the first 3 weeks of him having it.
I'm not going to put any penalties on you other than the hit point decrease, but you're welcome to like roleplay that up if you want. Not seeing into the future, but like be getting accustomed to your new sight.
I was just using that as an example of gaining an eye ability and stuff. Yeah, I put that down. I'm good to go. I am still hurting though.
Yeah, but you're hurting less now. You actually feel better while having your max HP decrease. Because you feel less dumb.
As I put on the ring, some of the some blood just flows into me.
Oh wow, and he called you a monster. Damn.
Players aren't meant to have true sight, so that was the that was
Yeah.
where the what it said in the book.
Yeah, I was super tempted by True Sight because that just sounds so fun.
Okay, so what is everybody else's decision?
We
I
both
think
said
they both said
absolutely
no.
fucking not. As soon as you took the deal, the guy asked me, and Ren said, "Fuck no."
So Soul has more soul than you do now. I wonder if that's going to have any consequences.
Yeah, that probably won't have any consequences.
I was gonna say, if there's one of us that sells us a lie, I think it really shouldn't be a gun. And then a gun took the deal. I was like, huh, that's interesting.
I love it.
At least it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I mean, I'm all for interesting.
And Soul's a big liar. He didn't try to stop nothing.
I think he was talking
knew he
about
was a
he's-
coward.
doing a soul instead of the gun soul. Not sure though.
Agons and soul are linked.
Misunderstood
So
monster.
Soul was Soul was originally concerned that Agon would also bargain away half of Soul's
Yeah,
soul and
exactly.
say like, no, I'm not doing this. And the guy said, don't worry, I can still tell the two of you apart.
He did all mention that the guy was gonna eventually try and get the rest of your soul.
Good luck. Get in line.
Yeah, Soul should have just offered the guy true sight. Should have solved a lot of his problems.
Soul may not have had that power.
Then he is weak.
Does George have the power to give people true sight?
Not yet. Anyway, I think it's time to track some mages.
No, George, this is.
It's mage
Oh, I mean-
tracking time.
I mean, random orc man. Sorry.
I mean, who are we actually fooling at this point?
You haven't said my name yet.
You haven't told me your name.
That's the idea. I don't want to be on a list.
Very well. Now, if you've quite finished browsing my wares, I'd appreciate a little bit of peace and quiet.
Tell me who your patron is for funsies.
Thank you for the ring, question mark.
Believe me, it was my pleasure. And like I said, you
I think the
won't be
ring's
able
more
to.
of a symbolic thing.
Yes, it's like a wedding.
Ooh.
Not
Oh, that's
in
what you meant by half your
but-
soul, the old ball and chain. Okay.
No. Not in the sense that it's not in function, but in the sense that it's a symbol, not the cause.
I know what you're about, old man.
Take this ring, and
You
it
don't
will
need to
give
try to
you
hide it.
it will give you a power. But what must be bound in holy matrimony.
It will allow you to find love.
That was a crazy pickup line from him, to be fair. The fact it worked was pretty impressive. Can't argue with results. Okay, let's leave. I don't want to be near this thing anymore.
Time to go.
It was a pleasure seeing you. Hopefully
it's funny
I'll
'cause it's blind.
see you again. Ren, make an Arcana check.
Sure.
You assume that this isn't a regular rat. It's more.
Yeah, of
It's
course,
probably
yeah.
a familiar. Carrick has one too, and he can see through its eyes.
Yeah. But his is a bird.
Well, it was a bird.
It's
At
true.
George's
Good
request,
point.
he turned it into a rat.
Oh my god, you're telling me this whole time it's Carrick all along? That son of a bitch.
Oh man, you got me.
What a twist that'd have been. Fucking.
But here's the
would-
thing. Agon now has true sight, so if anything, this is Carrick's true form.
yeah, yeah. Good point.
Who is Carrick's true form?
Well, if this were Carrick disguised as the Sage of Pines, you would have seen Carrick because
Just to remember, I don't think they know who Carrick is. Other than our donkey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't think
You
it's
guys
come up
haven't
yet.
been introduced. Anyway, sorry. Enough of getting sidetracked for now.
Ren, have you made past dealings with old men?
No comment.
All right. I'm assuming you guys go somewhere to rest.
Yeah, we go to the
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to find an inn.
All right, yeah. You
we
guys
got the-
remember where the cooked whipper was, and you're able
That's
to
what
head
I-
back there.
I'm gonna try to track some mages.
All right,
Ren does
George.
not, Ren has the thing. Ren does not let you near it.
You
George,
can't
roll a survival.
stop me.
Roll a survival check, George, to see how well you track mages.
Yeah.
So as you get to the cooked quipper, the keeper of this inn seems to be a dwarf who the comical dwarf on the sign seems to be him, only obviously more realistically proportioned. He's like, "Oi, hello." Not often we
there.
get new folk in here. I'm assuming you'll be wanting a room.
Just the nice.
Yes.
How many?
Well, I'm getting my own room. I don't know about you two.
It'll be 2 silver per room.
2 silver.
Do you have change?
How about 1 silver?
Roll persuasion.
You bought it for the 2 silver room, but not the soul.
Yes.
Do these rooms have 2 beds, or is it just 1?
Do I get true side when I buy the room?
There's 2 rooms. There's 2 in it.
Fine, 2 silver.
Again, do you have change?
Yes, of course.
Great. I'll hand him a gold piece. Is it
All
8
right,
silver?
he hands you
Does that
8
work?
silver. Yeah. So dinner served at the 6 o'clock, and it's 6 to 7. And enjoy your stay. May I ask where you're headed to?
You can.
Just traveling,
And then I walk away.
seeing the
Oh,
sights.
I see. He
File
taps
the
his
book.
nose. I'll always respect the client's privacy. Just trying to make conversation is all. Enjoy your stay.
But I'm assuming George doesn't have a problem with me taking the other bed in his room.
No, I do. Get away from me. Get your own room.
George doesn't trust Agon and his new magic eyes.
I put the 2 beds
Well,
together
fine.
and then I lie sideways.
Algon curls up at the foot of the bed like a dog.
I just come back down with a droopy tail and drop 2 silver.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of rooms. Your friends took the no.
We have an old stable, however.
I'm kidding.
You can sleep in the manger.
The rooms are only for sold people.
Yeah, we have like a metal
I-
detector, but it's like detects soul percentage.
I don't do business with your type around here.
So I go to pay the room,
Yeah,
and
easily enough.
just real quick, because I didn't like take too much note of it. What do my eyes look like now? Or are they just perpetually burning white or something?
Well, it's not like super it's a subtle effect. Your eyes were like gray before ever since you've been reborn, I'm assuming. But now there's like a light blue flicker in them, almost like flame from time to time. It doesn't cast its own light, but kind of like a cat's eye, it's reflected in a weird way where it looks like it does cast light, if that makes sense.
He wants your eyes to look cool without functionally producing light.
I mean, if your eyes produce light, it's more of a drawback than anything else. Other
Exactly,
people
yeah,
will be
that's
able to see you in darkness, and
Yeah.
you.
Does True Sight
The
let you
funny
see in
thing is,
darkness?
with
I don't-
true sight, you can see in magical illusion darkness, but not regular darkness.
It says normal and magical darkness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Normal and magical darkness, detect invisible creatures or objects, illusions, and automatically succeeding saving throws against them.
Visual illusions.
Perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature transformed by magic, and finally they can see into the ethereal plane, which I'm assuming is where all the illusions are coming from.
The ethereal plane is like the soul plane, so you can like literally see people's souls. There isn't much use to it because the ethereal plane mostly overlaps with the real one to one. But
Let's say
I mean,
hypothetically you have, like, well, an ethereal plane.
there are certain creatures or spells that like teleport you to the ethereal plane or something.
I think
Either
Blink
to
is in the
escape.
ethereal plane, right?
Yeah. So if Ren used Blink, you could still see him.
Not that I have that spell, but just saying.
So I get to my room, and before I sleep, I want to try something.
All right. What's that?
I want to try seeing if Soul can manifest himself.
Scandalous.
How are you going to do this?
Really nicely.
Nice.
Well,
Melee and attack mode.
I would just ask him like if he can affect the material plane without possessing me
How do you want me to do that?
necessarily. Well, I don't know. Can't you project your ethereal form outside of me? Or would you be able to?
No. I mean, I can speak to you like this. I can even make you see uh, how I looked in life, but it will be all in your head, so to speak.
All right. It's worth a try, I guess.
Did you want something?
I wanted to see if it was possible because it would open up an opportunity that if we ever come across a thing that we normally can't do.
Well, if that ever happens, I'm sure there are other ways.
Yeah, just something I never really thought about. Also, what exactly is Chimo's age? Do you know?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Chimo is secretly a girl, and it is faux pas to ask such things.
Oh wow, that's actually exactly what you needed.
Oh, great. Nice.
Chimo is that what you're calling him? Very well. Chimo is much older than he appears. Thousands of years old.
If that's not what you call him, then what do you call him?
In my time, he was known as Zarlix the Destroyer.
So Arlex the Destroyer? Was that the dragon you gave me a vision of in Blackstaff long ago?
Yes. Good times.
Wasn't that vision of him being slain? Are were you and that Cybery guy, the thrice damned lord, were you both dragon hunters?
Soul is quiet again.
Alright then. And then I just try to sleep on it.
You hear George screaming from next door from his night terrors.
Jesus Christ.
I would also try to find a spot to like summon Chimo over here.
Yeah, easily
with
enough done.
people.
You have an hour for your ritual or whatever.
And
Sorry, one moment.
immediately
I'll be
get
right
that
back.
second back since we're doing a long rest, which is 8 hours.
4 hours for you and me.
Yeah, so like I use a long rest for 4 hours and I get all my second winds back. I use one of them to resurrect the dragon, and then I just rest again for the rest of the 4 hours for an 8-hour long rest. Fun, right? Mechanics? Huh?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay, so
Oh,
for
you
long
heard
rest,
that?
we're good.
Yes.
Great.
Everybody take a long rest.
Oh,
Thank Christ.
I'm
So
back.
it's sweet, sweet health.
I was gonna say,
Hey.
God, so you're back to full health, huh? How's that feel? Uh,
I don't want to talk about it.
oh, spell slots. I actually feel like I would defend myself.
You better, because you're the second tank now.
Yeah.
I think Ren is the first tank. I mean, don't you remember when you guys were like level 3 and 4 and Ren was like tanking everything with mirror
Yeah,
image,
I remember
beguiling
that.
magic, and
Mirror image saved me for about a solid 4 levels, just constantly.
But I have
I haven't used it in a while.
I have a decent armor class, so I could still be a tank. I just wouldn't have enough.
oh yeah,
A
you're
bunch of
a
health.
defense tank rather than a health tank.
It can actually be like a good tank because I've got decent. I've got bark skin now. I've got blur, the scroll. I've got mirror image. Like I can be a tank a little bit, so it's not a terrible
yes.
thing. I can handle myself.
Also
As long as
backlash.
Yes, as long as I have advanced time to actually get all the spells going,
Exactly.
because it takes setup.
Uh-huh. And you can't, it's not sustainable. Actually, an interesting feature, I think, if Agon and Ren ever end up fighting each other, mirror image will no longer work on Agon.
It's true.
Oh, oh, that's a cool side effect.
Yes.
Damn, my plans to murder a card.
It probably doesn't matter though, because you can. I mean, your wisdom saves are high enough that you can reliably command him to grovel as a bonus action. So.
Yeah.
Then I just get back up and then topple you twice.
No, it skips your turn. Bonus
No.
action command is just crazy. Now, if
That's-
he can't put you down in 10 rounds, then yeah, you can probably burst him down. Honestly, fights like that really depend a lot on who rolls highest in initiative. Because Agon hits hard.
I mean, yeah, probably not as well as my dual wielding build, but he's got the quarterstaff of the acrobat now with the +10 attack and +7 to his D8 damage.
Yeah. And once per short rest shield. Anywho, yeah, you guys get up. Oh, it's a lovely morning. In what order do you think you guys awaken?
I'm
Well,
last.
brain sleeps 4 hours, so
Yeah, it's true.
They need half the time that I do, so I'm definitely always last.
Well, actually, Agon tonight needed just as much time as you.
Uh-huh.
I would probably be on par with George or
Yeah.
right
You guys bump
before,
into
right
each other
after
when you're
him.
walking down the stairs.
I also probably have to explain to the townspeople just why in the hell that a random dragon appeared in town.
They're used to people
That's
teleporting
true.
in. I don't think they care too much.
Yeah, you are getting some weird looks at that, but nobody's like stopping you or anything. It's very apparent that Chimo is not immediately a danger.
Hey, Chimo, been a while.
He looks at you, and in your mind, you hear, "Hello."
You notice anything different about your buddy Agon here?
He looks closely at Agon and says, "Well, no visual differences, but I've been told he's given up part of himself."
Who told you?
Our master.
I didn't know you guys had briefings.
yeah. The quarterly reports, man.
Where do you think I'm summoned from? Every time he does that, I pass through a furnace.
I just assumed he had disappeared. I didn't really put too much thought
That
into it.
makes sense, yeah. This guy just
I
hasn't
know
learned
you.
object permanence, has he?
I know you said
It might be-
Avernus, but in my mind, I just thought every time I pass through a furnace,
Same thing.
Yeah, same idea. You have any friends down there?
Nope.
I figured.
Anyway, what are we doing today?
Is it light out?
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming. Are you guys getting up before it's light? Yeah, Viri soon walks into the bar. I'm assuming you guys are like midway through breakfast or something.
Yeah.
Who's your
Well,
demon
Agon
friend?
doesn't need to eat, but the others do.
Yeah.
She says, "All right, everybody well rested? Agon. Viri doesn't look like she did at your last meeting. You see her current form, but you also see a massive green dragon.
Ooh.
A massive green dragon.
The ethereal plane is distorted around her because her size here is so much smaller than her size there. It's kind of weird with your new sight that you haven't gotten completely used to. And Soul sees it as well and is like, damn her. She was dead.
Damn her,
Whoa.
what do you mean?
How come Soul got true sight? He didn't give up half his soul. That's cheating.
This is what you call a life hack.
Soul is currently
I'm assuming it's
Soul is
I'm-
currently parasiting Ren's body, and he shares, or sorry, not Ren, Agon's body, and shares Agon's skin.
Soul's just parasiting on everyone in the party.
Yeah, you didn't know that Ren made a deal with Soul behind your back. Just kidding.
So what happens? Giant dragon in front of you. How do you feel?
So what do you mean damn her?
I haven't seen her in a long time. It was not a friendly encounter.
I've heard you said you killed her?
I thought she was dead.
I try to act like normal.
Okay. I guess make a deception check. Because this would be very startling. No, performance.
Yeah, I was thinking performance.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That is a -1.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
I
How?
don't see anything.
It's a charisma based
Right, but your persuasion modifier is +1.
because I have wait.
He gets a negative bonus because everybody doesn't like Reborn's performance.
Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry. It's supposed to be a -1.
You didn't get that 20.
Persuasion?
It's too late now.
Yeah. Oh well.
I
I was
can't
gonna
believe
say,
it's
if you had
18 check for that.
proficiency,
Oof,
it
that
should be
sucks.
+2.
I do not have proficiency in persuasion. Fighters do not get that.
I'm assuming this is performance.
Yes.
No, he wrote persuasion. He should make the roll again. No, I'm kidding.
No. As soon as she walks into the room, you like involuntarily startle. She's just like looks at you curiously, but says nothing.
She's not that ugly. Come on, man. At least have a little class.
Well, she joins you guys at the table and says, "So, everything ready? Did you?" She looks curiously at Agon. Have a talk with the old man.
Yes. And I just sort of subtly show her the ring, which I'm assuming she knows that it's the true sight ring.
I like it.
He's engaged.
Really suits you.
Huh? What'd she say?
I like it. Really suits you.
Matches his
Yes.
eyes. Sorry. Sorry.
That would be good, but she doesn't know which particular ring it is.
So why are you
Although she can
apprenticing
actually, you know
Elder?
what? She can probably guess. So she says, "Really matches your eyes." Then get an inspiration. That's a good one.
Yeah. Fine, I need an inspiration so bad, man.
Yeah. So hold on, just to understand. Does Ren say this aloud, or
Sure, it's funny.
okay, cool. Then she like says, "Oh, I suspected as much, but yes,
I
goes beautifully with
I
them."
sort of I sort of move my head in an appearing way, and my eyes glint with that new blue light or whatever of true sight.
Yeah. Your eyes flicker. Uh, she's like, "Well, what do you think?" Spreads
It's
her arms.
different. It's very different.
Is it going to cause any problems?
No,
Good.
I
So
mean
the
I
our
old
like
ra-
man
it.
our
still.
race is
Looks.
supposed to a race is supposed to worship or follow dragons.
The hell are you talking about?
Wait, did a god say our race?
What do dragons have to do with anything?
Yes, it's he said our race as
Dragonborn.
in
Because you ain't
Dragonborn
the
as a
dragon.
rule. I'm going to say they're fairly rare, and yes, there are certainly like tribes of them that worship dragons still, but those groups have become less and less as the other civilized races have sort of spread out, and Dragonborn have integrated with those societies more and more. And two, dragons aren't very common, to say the least. Ever since the War of the Fang, dragon worship has slowly been. I mean, Bahamut and Tiamat are still popular gods for both extreme, but they're like gods, not just dragons, if that makes sense.
I'd still like to play it as Dragonborn. Their core roots is to respect or
It's a big part of their
worship
tradition
or
still,
follow
yes.
dragon. Yeah,
Oh, but George is confused. What do dragons have to do with anything we were talking about?
that's for later. Shush.
What? You can't just say shit. What are you talking about, girl?
Don't worry about it.
I may be not what I appear. I'd appreciate a little bit of discretion on the matter.
So she is that ugly. Alright, fair enough.
How about you actually tell us who you work for then? Yeah.
How do you mean?
Well, you're linked to this somehow, this old man who has his patron. What's your link? What's your tie into who?
I made a deal with him a long time ago. Not the same kind as you made, but I needed a favor. He needed a favor. That's all there is to it. It was around the time of the War of the Fang.
Do I know how long ago that
Well,
was?
That's like
1,000
3,000
years.
years ago. 1,000 years ago, sorry.
Yeah.
1,000. Mm,
You're old.
Did you fight in the Fang War as a
Of course.
rider, or
As a
are you a?
no, I was the other piece of the equation.
Oh, good to know.
So how's a 1,000-year-old relic from the past doing odd jobs for some lady? How'd you get to that point?
Tira is incredibly shrewd for her age. This is not an odd job for her. It's for both of us.
Does she know what you are?
I think she's guessed it.
Well, uh, I s- which side of the Fang War did you fight on? I don't know if there was side. I don't know if there's actual logistics.
Could
You didn't happen
speak
to know a
quiet-
thrice down lord or anything?
speak quietly.
He probably wasn't thrice stamped by the time 1,000 years
Yes,
ago.
I haven't.
Did you know what
I
one
I knew the person who would later become the thrice damned
Yeah.
lord.
He's probably only damned once, maybe twice in that time.
Cyvert Cantore.
That's the
Correct.
one. I was kind of scrolling.
You just mention him as Ivory or whatever.
Your
his
mic
name
has
was.
completely shit the bed, my friend.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out. We were saying
Yes,
maybe we should just mention
yes,
that his name was Cyvery question mark
Well, she just said that, I think.
or
yeah.
whatever. However you
She
pronounce
knows who
it.
you're. She knows who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Kentore.
Yes, I knew of him. We weren't friends, but I know who he was. I also understand that you recently fought him again.
Yes, he tried to create a cult. It
Yes.
wouldn't have ended well if we didn't intervene.
I'm quite aware. I was actually poised to take care of the situation myself if you guys hadn't come out of nowhere and succeeded in the same task. Some things are better left buried. And Master Silithar, as you asked before, I fought on Tiamat's side of the War of the Fang. There wasn't much choice in the matter.
So that's the side, the thrice done. Just that other thing. That was the side that Kentore fought on,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Tiamat is the god of chromatic dragons, which are more traditionally evil aligned. And Bahamut is the god of metallic dragons, which are more historically good aligned.
Got you. So, what is your gain from all this then?
Well, you can hardly expect me to tell you all.
You gonna tell me some?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Oh,
Not
wow.
bad.
Plus 11 is so powerful.
I have 2 plus 11s. It's great.
Well, before I say anything, you may be a good deal safer the less you know.
Unfortunately, I don't really care.
All right.
I could handle it, I'm sure. Unless, well, I'll give the other two time to leave, I suppose, if they want.
She
But-
turns towards George and Agon.
What do you know about Embron Veneer?
I don't. That's just. Red Ready's a fireball. Does Josh say that? Does he?
Yeah.
Yes, love it.
Not much.
I feel like he's after me.
Sorry, you think he's after you,
Yeah.
not the other way around?
Well, I'm after him because he's
Yeah,
after me.
I mean,
Anyway,
you're going around asking people about Embron Vernier. Eventually, the real person's going to show up and ask about this person who's asking about him.
George just wants to return his clothes. That's all this is. He's just trying to do a good service.
Here's your
Anyway.
dry cleaning.
I'll bring him out from the shadows. I've got my ways.
Suffice to say, Tira is part of a group that's planning to effect a very large change in the city. And I am just someone who thinks it would be useful to have a few people in that group owe me a favor. You've heard of the Academy, yes?
Of course. She works for them.
I know it all too well.
Yes.
They killed me.
That's interesting. I hope that you're motivated by a little bit more than petty revenge, seeing as how the death doesn't seem to have been permanent.
What kind of
It's
change
more so of why, as in rather than revenge. They gave me faulty equipment, and I want to why. I want to know why.
You sure
Well-
they're just not incompetent?
No, they are far from it. I can assure you of that.
Again, what is this change you speak of?
Long story short, they want the end of the masked council and for the lords to become public.
Oh, I'm all for that. I'm actually on the. I'm doing that myself. At least just one of them. So, yeah. All right. Works for me.
Hmm.
I'll drag out Embron Veneer by his coattails if I have to.
They want to completely shift the balance of the balance of Waterdeep. It's already pretty
Yes.
turbulent with the rise of certain groups.
You don't think that the timing of recent events is entirely coincidental, do you?
Of course it isn't, but I don't like it.
Well, now you know.
So why
And a word of warning,
mind
they
shielding?
do hire, as you ought to know by now, they do hire most capable of assassins. You especially should not be telling their secrets in earshot of anybody you don't trust implicitly.
That's what draws
Assassins
them
like
out.
Come again?
assassins that might assassinate lords at a wedding.
I'm actually not sure whether they had anything to do with that one. Seems a lot. It seems rather odd. Because Lord Stockholm was not a member of the Masked Alliance. Or the Masked Council, sorry.
Do you know who is?
No.
How do you know he isn't?
Because he hasn't been a lord for long enough.
Hmm.
I mean, he could be. That one of them could have died. I've made several hypothetical timelines guessing at who the lords are and when they've traded places, and there's less than 1% chance that he was one of them. And it seems especially likely given that his family isn't as old as others in the city.
I noticed. He's new money. Ugh.
Am
How
I to
old is
take
your
this
family, Ren?
am I to take this to mean
Older.
that there is no Sylvanthar member of the Masked Council?
That's irrelevant.
Well, I've been very forthright with you. Can't you extend me the same courtesy? It would help eliminate a few of my timelines.
Not currently that I know of.
Thank you.
Hmm. Information for information. Why not? So do you know any of the other Mass Lords?
No.
Interesting. Maybe a gap in case anyone else wants to speak. Context.
Something about the mask lords.
Just in general, if you.
So if I may ask a further question, why did you want the directory?
Trying to track down certain people, members of the Zentarim.
We believe a certain seer is after us.
Well, if they weren't before, they certainly are now.
They
Although-
kind of left us no choice when they sent Zentarim to attack us.
If that's a dangerous game, then I wish you fortune.
Are the Zentarim in league with the Academy? Or are they just.
Make a persuasion check.
Can Buzz pull out another good roll? It's unlikely. It's still. Plus 11 does
Given-
pull a lot of weight, I'll admit.
Given their proximity, it's unlikely that they associate directly, but it's unlikely that they don't associate through third parties. I do know this, though. The Academy's goal in Waterdeep is fundamentally bad for the Zehentarim business.
Suppose the Zentarim do. Yes, that makes sense.
Instability is always bad for the Zehentarim business model.
Yes. Especially when the current governance functions well for them.
Well, they specialize in making any method of governance function well for them, but that takes time. So they'll always prefer the status quo.
So, why tell us then? Why? I get helping Tira. You want good favor with someone that might be more influential in the time to come in Waterdeep. But then why give us this information?
Well, first of all, you asked.
You did
And
ask.
second of all, your group wouldn't have gotten this far if you wagged your mouth about every secret that's best left
Ren looks at George.
in more
George
discreet
looks
company.
down.
I I trust this won't come back to bite me, and if it does, there will be problems, of course. But you've done me a favor. I've responded in kind. Your group seems to be doing very well for itself, and I think that you're useful people to know. We'll leave it at that.
Alright, well. If that's all, I suppose we should all set off.
Agreed.
All right. Are you guys all right if we take a short food break?
Yeah.
Works for me.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Ooh. That was fun. Got to speak to a dragon.